We've all been led to believe that as you get older, you need to be really careful not to hurt yourself when exercising. But is that really true? If you search YouTube for exercise for over 55s, you'll see things like gentle chair exercises, exercises that you must never do if you're over 55, and all those one weird trick videos. So in this one, I'm going to set the record straight with 3 practical tips to help you exercise safely if you're over 55. Tip 1. Think of exercise like an investment. In your 50s, 60s, and 70s, you're probably thinking about ensuring you have a financial nest egg for your later years. And you should think about doing the same thing with your physical nest egg. Build the strength and fitness now so that you have independence right down the track. You might think that exercising puts you at risk of hurting yourself. And it is true that exercise does carry a very small level of risk. But compare that to the guarantee that you're going to lose muscle mass, strength, bone density, and cardiovascular fitness as you get older. So if you don't invest in your physical nest egg, you won't have it for the years to come. Tip 2, you've got to challenge yourself to change yourself. At the start of this video, you saw me doing a gentle banded exercise. And it's gentle because it's not challenging me enough to improve my strength. So these sorts of exercises are okay as a starting point, but to improve things like your strength, your cardiovascular fitness, and your balance, you've got to get yourself outside your comfort zone. So if you're working on your strength, let's say with a set of squats for your leg muscles, you should feel like you should only be able to do another few reps at the end of the set. It should be quite tough. If you're working on your cardiovascular fitness, like going on a walk with a friend, you should be breathing a little heavier and maybe huffing and puffing. You might be able to hold a conversation, but you certainly shouldn't be able to sing a song. And if you're working on your balance, you should be feeling really wobbly and maybe even having to put a foot out to catch yourself every now and then to show that you're challenging yourself enough. So remember, you've got to challenge yourself to change yourself. Before I tell you the most important tip, if you're ready to get started with some challenging exercises, we've got lots of exercise videos on our YouTube channel. So do yourself a favor and click that subscribe button. Tip 3, start low, go slow. This is one that we tell our clients here in the studio and online all the time. We can minimize the small risk of injury with exercise by starting with something that's really manageable and gradually building up as the body gets stronger and we adapt. And that's what Jack's going to run us through right now. So if we take the deadlift for an example, when Jack starts out, he's going to pick a weight that's really light and probably actually doesn't even feel like that much of a challenge, just to begin with. As the weeks go on and Jack's back and his skeleton, his hamstrings and his hands get stronger, we're going to slowly increase the weight. But this doesn't happen overnight. We usually stick with the weight for a few weeks at a time. And once that weight starts to feel too easy and it's not challenging Jack enough, then he can gradually increase it just a little bit more so that he can keep making progress. Because that progress in his strength and his fitness is actually going to reduce his risk of injury and illness even further. So it's a good idea that Jack picks something that he knows he can stick to so that he can benefit from all that great progress. How'd that feel?
Yeah, that was good, mate. A lot heavier, a lot more challenging.
Excellent. So if you follow this idea that you need to be really careful when exercising over 55 or you'll hurt yourself, you're actually putting yourself at greater risk in the long term. So start with exercise that's manageable and gradually build up over time. And remember, the more you invest in your health now, the more independence you'll have in the future. And if you like this video, make sure you check out the next one.